right, here we go, man. Bring it on out. Get a break. Get a break. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. You know who you are. You know why we came. Trust your training. Trust the man next to you. It's quite simple. Here we go. Rutgers. 10 1 3. 1 2 3.
A barn burner at Minnesota. Hi, everybody. I'm Bruce Beck. Welcome to Our Football with Chris Ash. Coach, what a football game. 66 points. Went right down to the wire the final 6 seconds. How do you come out of this game in terms of mentally, physically, and spiritually?
Well, obviously we don't go into any game looking for a moral victory. We wanted to win the game. We just didn't make the plays that we needed to win a competitive game like that. Minnesota is a very good football team. There was a good environment in the stadium on Saturday. You know, our players do have a lot of confidence that they can compete with the teams in this league. You know, unfortunately, you got to go through some losses like that to end up getting on top to be where we want to be. But there's still some plays that we have to make to win those type of games. We're just not there yet. But our spirits are high. Our confidence is still high. It's not shaken, and our players believe that we can go out and beat some football teams. We just got to figure out how to do it.
1 2 3. Let's go.
Juwan Harris had a terrific quote after the game. He said, "We're right on the cusp. That's why this one hurts so much." Do you appreciate what he's saying?
Well, yeah, because that means they're listening. We are really close to getting over that hump, getting over that wall, as we say it in the program. And there's just a few things each game that's keeping us from doing that. Maybe 3 to 4 plays a game that'll make the difference in the outcome. And that's no different when we played Illinois with the 5 turnovers. You know, you take half of those out of there, and we have a chance to win that football game. Same thing in Minnesota. There's just a handful of plays. If we execute a little bit better or eliminate some mistakes, and we're having a chance to win.
Rashino to Harris. Harris to the end zone. And Rutgers again.
First start for Giovanni Ricchigno. He threw 3 touchdowns. He did have a couple of picks, threw for over 200 yards. How do you evaluate his first start?
Well, I'll just start by the offense, period. You know, I think Saturday was probably the first glimpse for people to see what our offense really is going to look like as we move forward. You know, we had a lot of formations, we had motions, we had good passing game, we had a good running game, we had a quarterback that could extend plays with his feet, we had some quarterback run game. So we were able to be balanced, mix it up, and really throw a lot at the defense. And it started with the quarterback. You know, the quarterback's ability to do the things that we want him to do really made a difference in our offensive production. Gio made some mistakes, but for his first start and the limited reps that he's taken with the one offense throughout the whole season, very proud of him and excited about his future.
On 3rd and goal, Rashino hit in the flat. Goodwin, touchdown, Rutgers.
That was next level. Justin Goodwin ran for almost 100 yards, had a career-high 6 grabs, and he came and he really did a tremendous job without Robert Martin available.
Yeah, Goody's been a tough guy and a hard-nosed runner all season. He gets those tough yards when you need him. He filled in there and was a starting tailback Saturday and had a good production in the run game, and really was productive in the pass game, catching the ball out of the backfield too in some critical situations. So Goody's just Mr. Steady. I mean, he shows up every day to work, and you know what you're going to get all the time with him.
Andre Patton had the beautiful 37-yard touchdown catch, and in the last couple of weeks, his focus has been a lot better, hasn't it?
Yeah, Andre's really come around. He's gotten out of the funk that he would admit that he was in early in the season.
And he makes the catch for a touchdown. One-on-one battle between Patton and Minnesota's top corner, Jalen Myrick, and Patton won the battle.
The last 2 games, that's the way we wanted Andre Patton to be playing from the start. Again, it didn't start off the way he wanted early in the season with injuries, and then we had some struggles offensively in the pass game, but the last 2 games, he's really done a nice job.
Let's talk about the defense. A couple of big 4th down stops. What'd you see from your unit in those situations?
Well, we talk about critical situations, and at some point you got to rise up and make some of those plays if you're going to win on the road.
Your offensive line outweighs Rutgers' D-line by an average of 45 pounds per man.
This is going to be very close. And Rutgers, by a nose, comes up with the stop.
That is a big-time stop for Rutgers.
We made some critical 4th down stops in that game. We did a good job in the pass game. You know, we're still giving up too many rush yards. We got to be more consistent in the run game. That's our run fits, and it's our ability to tackle. We're not very good in those areas right now, but very proud of our defense and the 4th down stops that we've got to get the ball back to our offense and keep us in that ball game.
So here we are again. Handoff is to Brooks. Stop to the backfield. Rutgers football near midfield. JPO Julian Penix Oderick with the stop.
How about Damon Hayes with the 55-yard pick for a touchdown? Great performance by the true freshman.
Yeah, really excited about Damon's future. There's another guy who just shows up and grinds every single day, doesn't say a whole lot, just goes out and does his work.
Picked off by Hayes. Down the sideline. Damon Hayes, a pick six. And Rutgers is a PAT away from tying the game.
We've been playing Damon more and more and more. He played quite a bit on Saturday, came up with a huge interception, took it back to the house, just changed the momentum of the game for us.
Darius Hamilton took some blame for the loss, saying that it was the defense that didn't bail out the offense. I think he's being too critical of himself. You guys, after allowing a lot of points early on, did a much better job defensively in this football game.
We played very good football in spurts, but we can't dig ourselves a hole the way we did. And then at the end of the game, we got to rise up and get a stop. But, so I appreciate Darius and his passion for his play and the defense's play.
It's pride, it's ownership.
It's pride and it's ownership. I get that, but we got to play complementary football. There's plays on offense, plays on defense, there's plays on special teams that we could have prevented that would have won that football game for us. And it's no different than the Illinois game, the Iowa game. In all three of those games that we were in until the end, we just three phases of the football team just didn't play clean enough football.
Finally, a week off for the Scarlet Knights. We'll talk about the bye week later in the program with the head coach. More Our Football coming at you.